one of my top recommendations is to have Aaron Barnett on that economic management committee. It's important that we have a member of that union, the ILA, who is Brian McHale. Some of you may or may not know him. He's decided to retire. And let me just give you my reasons why organized labor is supporting Brother Aaron Barnett. I don't know how many of you know him like we do. He's a true union leader. He cares about, people have said that, he's a people person. He cares about working men down at the port. And thanks to him and others, and I see Brother McKenzie here, to him and the other executives of the International Longshoremen's Association, we got a vibrant port. We got a port that creates thousands of jobs in this area, thanks to these two guys and other unions down there. And I also see out there Sister Dorothy Bryan from the American Federation of State County Municipal Employees. And all those are the men and women who represent the state of Maryland, state employees, city and county employees, and we're all going to be behind Aaron 100% of the time. I know for a fact that his biggest virtue, in my opinion, is that he listens to people. And that's something that some of elected officials don't do down in Annapolis. They don't listen. They make their minds up and will not listen to folks on certain issues and so on. Thank God, Reverend Delegate Burns always had a door open for us, and I'm sure there's no doubt in my mind that Aaron Barnett will be doing the same thing. And if he treats the constituents in 44B like he does the members of the ILA Local 333, because he listens to them, and sometimes you can't do everything that they ask for, but he will be honest with them and sincere. And ladies and gentlemen and brothers and sisters, we only have a few weeks, so I'm going to ask you to make a special appeal to contact at least 10 of your family and friends and urge them to vote, because you know what? I'm hearing a lot of people they're not used to having an election in June. They're not ready for an election in June. They may forget about it. We don't have a presidential election that draws a lot. You know, we have a contested governorship and so on. But there's a lot of folks that is what I'm hearing by the polls are saying that they're not ready. They're not, they may not even go out and vote. So it's extremely important. Almost as important as Reverend Burns had asked you for contributions. Well, that is a contribution without writing a check. Would be if you would talk to 10 of your family and friends that live in that district and make sure that they get out there and vote on June the 24th. If they can, if you can get a sign put up in the yard or in the house or something for Aaron, that would be helpful. Obviously, there's no question the financial contributions are needed, but more than anything is to get out the vote. We can win this thing. We can put a man in that office that will listen to you and carry out and do the things that we expect for working men and women. Aaron, we love you in labor. Thank you for all you do, and God bless you all.